no stop here. There's no stop here. There's no stop here.
Roundabout and take the first exit, A3005, South Road.
I'm just gonna stop here. We'll stop you again. Damn it, the car's right behind us.
Hey guys, welcome to FM Driving School. You're with me, your fully qualified driving instructor, FM. In today's video, we're going to do a mock test with one of our students, slightly inexperienced, but they want to do a mock test, so we're going to give them the opportunity and we're going to show you what it's like. Have a look, watch out for the mistakes. If there's any mistakes that I missed out, comment below, let me know. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Click the button for the latest videos out there. And for myself, your fully qualified driving instructor.
Let's go. Hi guys, we're with FM Driving School. We're doing a mock test with one of our students, Kaleem.
Hiya.
Okay, so Kaleem, you've had about 25 lessons or so with myself. You've never had an instructor before.
No.
Have you driven abroad, Kaleem?
No.
Okay,
Never.
okay, cool.
Never.
Okay, so you've never driven. It's your first mock test.
Yeah.
But how are you feeling about the mock test, Kaleem?
Yeah, it's the first mock test. I'm a bit nervous, but hopefully, inshallah, things will. I will catch up the things, and it's good to be learning from you. You have
Thank
been
you.
very patient with me.
I didn't pay you, Kaleem. Let me just give you your money. I'm joking. If anything goes wrong, Kaleem, I'll try not to intervene. When I need to, I will, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, you've had enough lessons that we can just give you a taste of what a mock test is like. Hopefully, it goes really well. Let's see how you progress. Okay. Okay. Kaleem, whenever you're ready, start the car. We're gonna follow the sat nav from here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop you for a bit. Okay. So Kaleem, you're gonna follow the sat nav from now.
Already we've made a major fault, a serious fault. I've intervened, I've stopped the car because there was a car coming behind us and my student felt that they could make it, but no, it would have caused a collision.
Turn left, King Street. After 100 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, A3005, South Road. go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, A3005, South Road.
I'm just gonna stop here. We'll stop you again. Handbrake up. The car's right behind us. Find the biting point, and now put the handbrake down. Okay. So the BMW behind us is too close this time.
We're just going to quickly run through the mistakes. So as we're going slightly uphill towards the roundabout, we're struggling with the correct controls of the car, trying to find the balance between the biting point and uphill start. So that's why you're hearing a lot of revving. I was initially giving minor faults for those and allowing my students to make the mistake. So they stole the car. He should have really quickly pressed the brake, but he was quick enough to reset the car and start moving upwards. So his foot went quickly to the gas, and we let him off. We didn't fault him for that. Now, as we were moving across, we blocked the road on the left. Now, luckily for us, there was no cars turning in or no cars pulling out. So we're not going to give a major fault, a serious fault. We're going to give an initial minor fault for blocking the road. Now, as we're going uphill, there's a car right behind us, a BMW. Now, the car behind should notice, okay, we're learners, we're struggling, let me hold back a bit. But no, they've come right up behind us now for some bizarre reason, making us as an examiner, we can't give you now enough time to make a mistake no more, because there's no room to make a mistake. Now if you make the slightest movement backwards, you hit the car behind us. So that's why my student there, he was trying to move off before he got the biting point, and he was going to put the handbrake down and let the car roll back. The clutch was fully down. Now, had I not intervened, the car would have rolled back, and I did that twice. That's why I've intervened and told the student, look, mate, find the biting point before you put the handbrake down. Then once we go to the roundabout, maybe due to the fact that we're dealing with all that, going uphill, dealing with the stalling, dealing with the car behind us, dealing with me intervening, now we move on to the roundabout without looking at the right. As in, we did look at the right, but there was a car coming, and my student still carried to go on to the roundabout, hence slowing the car on the right down. Now you've taken over somebody else's priority, so I'm going to give another major fault for that.
All that traffic.
Yeah.
Crazy. If you watch that clip, I was literally about to grab the steering wheel. Why? Because my student was edging towards the curb, and I was trying to let him correct the mistake, maybe come away from the curb, but he carried on getting closer and closer and closer. Luckily for him, the curb kind of ended, and it led on to the parked cars. So, I've allowed him to control the car in the end, and I'm giving a minor fault, not a major fault. Had I intervened, it would have been a major fault.
Go straight on, Lady Margaret Road. straight on Lady Margaret Road. After 200 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, Lady Margaret Road. Cross the roundabout and take the second exit. After 200 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, Lady Margaret Road. Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
So here my student's driving way too slow, and we've given him enough time to go build up your speed, and actually they went up to 25 but then brought back down. So if you think it's 30, why are you doing 25, or why are you doing 20? If you think it's 20, why are you doing 25? From an examiner's point of view, there's no awareness of the speed limit of the road.
After 200 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, B455, Ruislip Road. Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit.
Oh, stop you, Khalid. Stop you. Okay, whenever you're ready, back to you.
After 300 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, A312, the Parkway. Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit. exit. Take the exit, Willow Tree Lane, then turn right.
Okay, I'm just gonna move into our lane. Okay, I'm just gonna move out the way. 1 second, Kaleem. There's an ambulance right behind us. Okay. Okay, back to you. Go back to gear 1. Indicate right. Back to you. Okay.
After 100 yards, turn right, Douglas Crescent, then you have reached your destination on your left.
Okay, Kaleem, you're just gonna find somewhere on the right
You
to
have
park.
reached your destination, 8 Douglas Crescent. It is on your left.
Ignore the sat nav for now. Okay. I'd like you to reverse back 2 cars length. Okay, we just. So what we're gonna do? The police have actually blocked the road off up ahead. So we're gonna reverse back a little bit more. We're gonna take this road on the left,
Okay.
and then get off on this street. So if you just reverse back a little bit more. Just reverse back a little bit. Okay. And let's just take this road on the left, purely because the police have blocked the road off up ahead.
A slightly unusual situation here with the police blocking off the road up ahead. So now we have to divert this route, and hence the instructor would direct you. So in this case, I've directed my student to turn left, and then hopefully we'll get back onto the main route.
So hold that speed. Okay, we're fine. So we're gonna take this road on the left. Take this road on the left, please. Here I was gonna almost film my student as they didn't slow down enough, nor did they turn more towards the left. And look at this car, we got a bit too close to the car in front. Luckily for the student, he stopped at the same time as I was literally about to press the brake. I tried to give enough time for the student to
Turn
react.
right here and then left.
They did just about in the end, but a bit too late. So minor fault for now, someone else might have given it a major.
We're going right here.
Left, please.
Straight or
If I don't say, where do you go?
straight.
Okay. When it's safe, I'd like you to show me how to put the rear demister on.
This one.
Okay, and turn off. Left at the traffic lights up ahead. Left at the traffic lights. Once you turn left, at the roundabout, go straight ahead, second exit.
Second exit. going straight ahead?
Yes, if I don't say, you assume you're going straight, Khalid.
You can use the bus lane.
You let me know, Khalid. Okay. So as we're using the bus lane, the operation time has now changed and we can't use the bus lane here. And I've actually now intervened and stopped. You can't tell, but I've actually stopped the car for my student. And now we're moving back across. So it's a major fault because I've now intervened. There's no stop here. You have to imagine if you're the examiner, you never had a student before, and you're coming across a crossroad and you have to turn right. Now you should move off in gear 1 so that you don't stall. Hence we stalled the car. Then my student restarted the car and luckily it didn't stall again. Sometimes it doesn't stall in gear 2, but it was slow to move off. You have to understand, as an examiner, they've never met this student, they're gonna be frightened now. Now we're at the crossroad, the worst place to stall at a crossroad,
because as soon as you move, or if you stall and there's cars coming either side, you won't be able to move as quick. So what's really bad is if you stall behind the line or just as you move off at the stop line, as you notice, I didn't really intervene. I let the student restart the car, no problem, because we're not affecting anyone or putting anyone in danger. Yes, we're affecting the cars behind, but we're not putting anyone in danger. But once you're in the center of the crossroad, now it's extremely dangerous. If you're not quick enough to move off, as you're turning right and a car's coming straight in front of us, it will lead us into a collision. Now, my student didn't even see the car in front approaching us, so I've intervened and stopped the car. Not only that, he's still in gear 2. He doesn't realize he should be in gear 1 to move off at the crossroad, especially because we need that power. We need to be able to move off quick enough. So I've reminded him you're in the incorrect gear. If the examiner reminds you you're in the incorrect gear, you've also now failed because the examiner's intervened. Okay guys, so we're just going to end it here. You would have seen us go back to wherever we needed to go back to. Unfortunately, we didn't go back to the test center. Not that it matters in this mock test, it's the same thing. We're just going a different direction. You're still going to see the mistakes. But due to the time constraint, especially in Southall where we got stuck in heavy traffic right at the beginning of the mock test, so we're just going to now analyze some of the mistakes and go through it with you. Alright, Kaleem. How do you think it went?
Not very good.
Very good, okay. Any ideas of your mistakes?
Yeah.
Where do you think you went wrong?
First mistake which I did major was at the roundabouts. Okay.
Yeah. What were you doing?
I didn't see the car which was coming from the right, and I thought that I can squeeze in. I tried to sprint.
You done that? Yeah, you done that twice, in fact, didn't you? Twice.
Yeah.
So there was a car coming on the right. You saw him, didn't you?
I did saw him. I thought that I can make it. So
Okay. No,
I should have stopped for him, but
Yeah.
I tried to pull in.
You have to understand it's their priority.
Yeah.
If you were to squeeze in as quick as you can, what are the dangers, Kaleem?
Yeah.
What are the dangers?
Because they have the priority, it will lead to an accident.
Yeah. They have to now react to you, so you're pushing in, and if they don't react in time, it will lead to a collision. So it's better to be safe than to push into someone else's priority as well.
Yeah.
Let's just go through some of the mistakes. One thing I'm happy that you're able to read the bus lane times. Compared to other, even normal drivers, they don't read their bus lane times. So I'm really happy that you could see it. But then what's upsetting is when it ends, you don't notice it when it ends. Okay, so I had to stop you because the bus lane ended and I was leading up to a bus lane where it's in operation and we have to now move back in. Do you remember that incident?
Yeah. On the Broadway. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. No, but one incident we were on the crossroad. Do you remember going on to Lady Mark Road on the left, Broadway on the right? You moved off in gear 2. I was going to say something, but you didn't stall. Okay, fair enough. Then we waited in the middle of the crossroad, and now you're about to turn. You're trying to turn in gear 2. The car's not going to pick up speed, and the car's coming in straight ahead of us. You remember?
Yeah.
And now I've actually said, I'm not going to let you go. I've stopped you, and I've moved it back to gear 1 for you. Yeah. So, where was the initial mistake? It was you're not in the correct gear.
Correct.
Yeah. So now the dangers are what? Now you're trying to move off at a crossroad, trying to move off quick enough. It's not going to move quick enough in gear 2. If anything, it could stall on the middle of a crossroad when a car's coming towards us. Do you see the dangers?
Yeah.
So really, really bad with the gears there. So we need to work on that. I mean, during the lessons, you don't make these mistakes. It's your first mock test. It's your first time, so it could be the pressure of the mock test itself. Let me just open the window a bit, get some air in. Okay, there was actually a major fault right at the beginning of the right at the beginning of the test. Before the test even began, you made a major fault. Do you remember? Yeah. It was a bit time back now, so 40 minutes ago. We were on the road. You had to move off. There was a car coming on the right from behind us, and you thought you could just get into the road without affecting the car behind. What happened? Do you remember?
I thought that I could make it, so it was quite behind. That's the reason I thought that quickly I can move off.
Yeah, no, he wasn't too far back.
Yeah.
So by the time I stopped you, he was literally next to us. So again, why is it a major fault? Why is it a serious fault? Why? Because it's their priority.
Their priority.
And what are the dangers, Kaleem?
You're affecting their priority,
they
aren't you?
affected their priority, and they have to react.
We have to react to you, exactly. Yeah.
If they can't react on time, it will lead to an accident.
Absolutely. So just bear that. You made, like I said, quite a lot of major faults. Let's go through them. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Okay, above 10. Okay, 12, 13. I'll probably analyze it in the video anyway, and you can watch it back. Let's go through. We had another. Do you remember as we were leaving the little roundabout, we were turning, we were going up a hill. We kept stalling.
Yeah.
Because it was going up a hill. All right. So stalling is not a problem. You reacted. You broke. You press the brake. Sorry. You controlled the car. Even one instant you didn't press the brake. You quickly move your feet to the gas and you moved off. Experienced drivers do this, so it's really impressive that you could handle the car like that. But then what happened? You stalled again, and now this time you roll back. Now this time you didn't have control of the car. Do you remember? Now initially I let you off because the BMW behind us was a bit further back. Then as we got closer to the edge of the roundabout, you stalled again, and now I've actually pressed the brake for you. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Now why did I do that? Why did I press the brake before? Why did I do it the second time?
Because it will come back.
But you
Because
won't. Yeah.
it's on the hill.
Yeah.
If you don't pull the brake, it will.
Well, this time around, the BMW got closer towards us. I'm not too sure why he did that, because he saw us stalling earlier on. He kept the distance, and then as we got closer, he got closer, sorry. Now there was no space for you to make that mistake. Okay? Also, bear in mind, you did a few times when you stop at a junction. If there's traffic in front of us and there's a road on the left, you stopped opposite the road on the left. I don't know if you remember, if you recall that, no?
Yeah.
Probably wasn't thinking maybe. So if there's traffic, there's no point of blocking the road on the left. What's the dangers or what are the problems if you did that?
Well, if there's traffic, I got mistaken. I got confused.
Okay.
Because usually we stop on the left. I thought it's.
So no. So we had another incident. I'll give you an example. There was a learner car turning right. Do you remember?
Yeah. On the Broadway.
On the Broadway, exactly. And now we blocked the road off. And we did that previously as well.
Okay.
Now the first time around, I can let you off. There was no cars coming in and out. You know, we can just say, okay, minor fault. But then practically, another car was turning right now. Now it becomes a bit more, you're blocking the road unnecessarily. Let the traffic flow. So now that becomes a major fault. What else? Okay, roundabout. When you come, we take you the third exit. Yeah, you're in the inside lane, yes. As you go around, check your left mirror, then indicate. You wasn't doing that. Okay, quite a few times. Check your mirrors, interior left, then indicate, then move across. One of the roundabouts I've slightly had to drag you back in because your indicator was on right. You're coming off left, but then you're slightly still moving to the right. Yeah, so the indicator's on. What are the cars thinking now? That you might try to move off. Yeah. So I've slightly intervened, taken control. Another incident, as we came off the roundabout, we were turning right. Do you remember with all the ambulance coming through? And we were turning right, there was a car in front of us, a white car. Again, you just cut in. Yeah? Do you know? Do you remember? Yeah? Okay, why did you go? Again, did you think you can make it? Yeah, no, you can't be driving like that. It's their priority again, Kelly. Okay, so you're taking over people's priority. Alright. What else? Let's see. Moving off, stalling. Okay, you were doing 20 miles an hour on a 30 miles an hour road. And then you went up to 25. I'm thinking, okay, you're going to go up to 30. You didn't go up to 30. And it was just for far too long. Now it becomes a major fault. That was another incident. Mirror checks. When you overtook a bike, you checked your mirrors. You didn't check your left mirror to move back in. We're going to leave it at that, Kaleem. Hopefully that was an indication of how you'll be driving on your test day. How do you feel? You think that you need a few more lessons?
Yeah, I have to take a few more lessons. I have to work on my mistakes, especially with the gears and priorities for others. I was thinking of just squeezing in, and that's wrong.
Yes, yeah.
As a learner driver, that's very wrong on my part.
No, not just learner, any driver. You don't squeeze in front of people. You don't take over people's priority. I'm happy with the fact that you're checking your mirrors. I could argue that when you're in traffic and then you move off, have a quick check again, please. Yeah, but generally you're checking really well. I'm really happy that you're understanding bus lanes and when they're in operation, do watch out, especially in Southall, they're changing constantly. You know, there's so many road signs, so many different types of road signs. Do watch out when it ends, please, okay? If you stall, brake so the car doesn't roll back. Recognize why you've stalled. Look down, feel the gears, put your hands down. Is that why you're in the incorrect gear? Then that way when you restart, you're not restalling again because you're in the incorrect gear. Any questions?
No, I have to
No?
improve a lot. That's what I realized, and it was the first mock test. So I'll try to work on my mistakes, and
Good.
hopefully things will
Good.
improve.
Definitely will improve. It's your first mock test, as you said. First time driving independently. I mean, we're doing our lessons, but we give you tasters. We give you independence for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, then back to teaching, then independence. This time fully independent, and you can see the test isn't gonna be that smooth. It's not gonna be that easy. You have to be able to multitask. You have to be able to notice road signs, especially with Southall. A lot of cars around us, a lot of changes of road layouts. You have to be able to independently deal with these situations. Okay, anyway, I'll let you go, Kaleem. That was it. Let me just turn that off. Do you want to give a thumbs up
Thank you.
or a thumbs down?
For me, thumbs down. For you, thumbs up.
No, not at all. We will definitely improve. We've got time anyway. We haven't got a test booked anytime soon.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a
So that was a fairly quick analysis with my student about his mock test. Obviously went through a few more other things outside of the camera what we can work on, but in terms of you guys watching the video, that's a nice way of seeing the mistakes. And let's just quickly analyze a few more things regarding the video and what you can pick up from it. But before we start, I just want to say a big thank you to my student Kaleem. Really great guy. So if you ever see him on the street, say hi to him. So he was courageous enough to do the test. I mean, he wanted to do it anyway, so it was a good idea for himself to see. And we're not here to be patronizing or disparaging. We're here to fix any mistakes, any problems. So anybody who makes mistakes, you learn from them. So watching these videos, watching how people make mistakes, you learn from their mistakes. And my student himself can watch the video and learn from the mistakes that he's committed. Just a quick summary of the video itself. I just want you guys to see that one of the common mistakes this student was making, Kaleem, was he was rushing out, trying to get into position before other cars behind did. So on roundabouts, even literally failing in the first minute, not even the minute, even the first 10 seconds you could argue. So as he pulled off, he's trying to cut in before other cars. On roundabouts, trying to turn left, cut in front of cars on the right. So don't rush yourself, and especially if it's someone's priority. So as a teacher, the way we teach is, if you think you're gonna slow someone down, if you think you're gonna slow them down, bear this in mind, then do not go. It's their priority. You do not want them to react or even to brake. In the exam, the way the examiners mark, if the car had to brake or slow down because of you, you would then get a serious fault. Also bear in mind, if the area is quite hilly, it's quite difficult, try to have good clutch control before you do the driving test, because you'll be on hills. You have to be able to control the car, you have to be able to move off smoothly, and like certain areas are really hilly, certain areas are quite quiet and flat roads. So do get a chance to practice in the area that you're doing your test in, and if it is hilly, practice a lot of hill starts. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Click the button and you'll be updated with the latest videos on driving. If you got your driving test coming up, leave a comment below. Let me know the difficulties you're facing and I'll try my best to answer it, even make a video on it. And good luck with your driving test. Take care. Bye bye.